Hey guys, this is Teresa, and you're watching It's All Gravy with Teresa. And we are starting a new little thing with crafts, using what you have, and with having to buy very little to replenish it. And I've always liked to decorate, and for every season, just so it feels more homey. So we're going to call this little segment that we're doing with crafts. Come again, Clint.
Teresa's HomeWarming crafts.
Teresa's HomeWarming crafts. And we came up with that because when my children were bringing friends over all the time, they would just come in and lay up on the couches and get a blanket, and they always said it felt so good coming in here. It just felt so homey. And that's a good thing. I like that. So I'm going to show you just a few things that we have decorated for Halloween because of the children, and then how easy it's going to be to take out the Halloween stuff and have just for fall. So we'll start just here on the porch, and of course right now we've still got our green stuff out here, but the temperatures are going to start dropping, so we'll have to take that in before long. But for right now it looks beautiful, I think. These little reefs, I made these a couple of years ago, and they got little googly eyes. But the little wire reefs I got at the Dollar Tree for $1. One little boa was $1, and it did all three of these. And the little tinsel was $1, did all three of them. And this was a scarf that was $1, and I made 3 little bows out of it. So cute little craft. The grandbabies love the little eyes, you know, where they're looking at you. And as you're walking up the door, you can tell that, you know, we're decorating and we're fun. This, my little tailor got that for me, and I love this. It's the bark. These are new little vases that's come out like that. You just glue that bark on there. So it's so cute. And again, for right now, it's doing great out here. We'll have to watch when the frost comes. These on this little bench, I keep this little bench and I change just with an old sheet with the seasons. If I want to put a white sheet or a flowery sheet, and we've got black now for Halloween, and I'll change it out for fall when we get there. These were $1 a piece at the Dollar Tree, and a lot of people stick them up in the yard, but I took the stick out and just set them here like, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, having a good time. This little piece, I got it at Home Depot probably 2 or 3 years ago after they went on sale, and I had a 40% coupon. The sale item I don't think that worked on it. I told you wrong. But I think I give about $8 for it. And it's still great. We take caution when we put everything up every year. So I love that as we go in. This little pumpkin man has been here. I've probably had this ever since Clint was little. And it still works. So we turn it on at night as you go in. Same thing, this little wreath. We've had this for probably 8 or 9 years. And if anything starts falling off, I just glue it back in. And the key to all this, whenever we put things up after the season, I wrap them in newspaper and put them in a plastic bag. And we're fortunate enough to have a big basement that I can store all that in. So that's, if you take care of things, they're going to last you for years and years. The little welcome sign was $1 at the Dollar Tree. And this thing is, we usually have a pumpkin head on here. But this year, my little granddaughter was over here and had this mask on, and I said, it would look so great on our scary man. So that's what we did. We just some of Mike's old clothes, And we stuffed him with pillows and old clothes that we were going to donate. And he's pretty spooky when you're walking up the door. He scares a lot of people, especially if you start him rocking a little bit. Yeah, he's pretty scary. And our witch, I forgot to blow her up, but this is a big old witch. And I got her at Big Lots on sale for $15. And we've had her for 5 or 6 years, and she still works good. And you'll see out in the yard, Madeline, my daughter, the little ghost, and we had an old costume that we hung up like it's a headless woman in the tree. So you see that as you come up. And we invested, I'll have to show you, have Clint come and film at night sometime. We invested in apple lights. We put them in the ground, and they have different, every season you can change the colors of the lights. It got harder and harder for me to put up lights on the house, and Mike works out of town a lot, so I couldn't depend on him to be here to do it. So we invested in those, and it was a big investment, but we don't have to worry about putting lights up. Those work great and light up the house and make everything look good and spooky. So we're going to go on in the house and show you some of the crafts that we did with the kids. So come on in to Teresa's house. Teresa and Mike and, 8, 9 other people. And we'll just start right here. These little things, and we've got them all different places in the house. We used the cardboard off of pizza boxes and just the different things that we use. We don't put it in the trash. We burn it since we don't have recycling anymore. So Clint found a pattern, and we downloaded it, and the kids did this. They burnt out in about 15 minutes, but I loved it, and we've got these little things all over the house. This, I've still got to add lights to it. My mother-in-law graciously gave me these little Halloween houses. And this burlap I found at a yard sale, a whole bolt of it for like $10. And we've been using it for years for all different kinds of things. And when I add the lights to this, it really makes it pop. These pumpkins came from Hobby Lobby after the season when they were on sale, from $3 to $8, depending on the size. These are Dollar Tree, just a whole bag of these, so you can just put them wherever. And this will walk over here. Same thing, I always like to have the pine cones in the fall time, and you can actually take a little essential oil and drop on these, and it helps the house, just the smell when you walk in the door. These little pumpkins came from the dollar store. Again, I found them on sale. That's the thing, is if you want to get into decorating your home, the best time to get the things is after the season and save it for next year. And that's what I always try to do on the holiday stuff. And this, my little daughter Madeline is so talented. She had her dad cut these off, and she sanded them down. And this is a little sunflower she did, and I've got another one that says blessed on it. So this is just a piece of wood out of the yard in her time. These pillows, again, I found at Hobby Lobby. They just match our colors perfectly. And after the season, I think I give like $8 a piece for them. And this is the first time we've ever had a fall tree. And it kind of happened by accident. We moved a piece of furniture from here. And Madeline suggested that we do a fall tree. And then the Christmas tree's already up. We don't have to move the furniture around. So when we get ready to put up the Christmas tree, we'll just take this off and put on our Christmas decorations. But all of this stuff on here came from the Dollar Tree or Big Lots. Just these right here you can get for $1 a piece, the garland. And because we didn't have a whole lot of it, Clint, you can get around the back if you want. We didn't decorate the back of the tree. So I didn't have to go buy any extra. We just laced it around in the front, what you could see. And for Halloween, we put the big old spider up here. And then when Halloween's over, I've got, out of the burlap I was telling you, I'll put a big burlap bow up there. But I love how it turned out, and it looks so pretty at night, when you turn the lights off and this is shining pretty. These little things came from the Dollar Tree, $1 a piece. And they dance around, the kids love them. We'll just keep walking around. The little things up there on the top. Any kind of vase that we've got, I always try to put pine cones or little pumpkins. And then when we do Christmas, we'll put Christmas balls in there, ornaments. And the little buckets, I probably had those since Clint was little too. Here's some more of the crafts that we did that turned out pretty. And the kids, even though they burn out on them pretty quick, they love looking at them now of how cute they turned out. These little things, just blocks of wood. I mean, how cool is that? And we've got some more that we're going to try to do for Christmas. These actually, Karen Poteet did these, and I bought them at a little craft fair for the purpose of learning how to do them. And so Mike, what work he's done this year, changing the deck or the different things he's done, I've had him save these little pieces of wood. And so that's another craft we're going to do. We'll see how it turned out. Again, all this, if you can put just a little something. See, all of this stays like this during the year. And I just added one little pumpkin up here. I took the candle down and put one little pumpkin. And in our little shelf here, same thing. Just a little something. You'll see. And it makes you, these over here, just one little thing in with the pictures. Just the least little thing you can put up to decorate, and it makes it feel more homey. What else, Clint? Oh, our black tree over here. This is our scary tree. This, just googly eyes. And the kids love it. They want to pack it around, pack their stuff in it. When we did wings the other night, I put my celery sticks in here. So it was very cute. This, I think we showed you already. I made this out of just a sauce jar we had. Just painted it, the Google eyes, and I made a little bow. All of the little bow stuff I got 40% off at Hobby Lobby. And all of this was stuff that we already had. The roses came out of a flower arrangement that I had been using, and I just took those out. The black ones, we had it in a vase last year, a little bit different. But I think it just turned out great. Just our spooky tree. And then the same thing, whenever Halloween is over, I'll put stuff in here for fall. And our table, I love this table. We got it from a doctor's office. I found it for sale in Warren County. After we had the children come, we had just a little round table, and everybody was all bunched up all the time. So we found this for $100, and it has just worked out perfect for us. And I like the look of all the different chairs. We just added different chairs and painted them just to break it up a little bit. These are, the chargers are $1 a piece at the Dollar Tree. My dishes all came from consignment stores. You know, you can just mix and match, and I kind of did this just to show you how you can mix and match and put different things and make it still look pretty. Thought that I've had, I saw on Pinterest how to make napkin holders out of a toilet paper roll. So that's one of the crafts we're going to try to do. And then you can just stick that on there and it'll be so cute. Our centerpiece, that's just all stuff that we already had. And if you'll remember, I told you to always buy yourself flowers. So I buy flowers once a week. You can get them at Kroger's for $5 to $8, depending on, that's where I do my grocery shopping, so that's where I get them. And you just change that out. So I'm just tickled with how everything turned out. Our little scarecrow man, again, I've had this since Clint was little. He used to light up, and I think his head used to move. But over the years, none of that stuff works. But how cute is he just sitting up here watching everybody? My granddaughter and my daughter, foster daughter, Eliana, they did all this, hung all that up. So they really enjoyed helping, and then when you turn the lights out at night, how good everything looks. And I always like to have some kind of Bible verse up. This one is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you. And what a load that takes off if you can realize that and know that, you know, God has it. It's under control. You don't have to worry every minute of the day. And I'm learning. I'm getting better at trying to do that. And this was, we got this, I think maybe the people at Consignment Corner, or no, what's the other one I go to?
New to you.
New to You Consignment. I think they actually gave me this. It was a mirror, and I painted it with chalk paint. And it actually took about 4 coats to the chalk paint, or blackboard paint, blackboard paint. And then this is just chalk paint. But I love it. We use it for everything, putting messages, and like I said, most of the time I like to keep a Bible verse up there just to remind me and to remind people who walk in the door. So I hope you like a little tour of my house. I'm excited about the little craft segments that we're going to start doing. So y'all stay tuned, and if you have suggestions of something that you would like to see if we can make. Another thing we're going to do is a rag wreath. And I found some pieces of material, again at Hobby Lobby on sale, for about $6. And we're going to tie them around this wreath and see how it turns out. So, y'all stay tuned. It's been fun showing you my house and showing you our decorations. And the new segment is going to be
Teresa's HomeWarming crafts.
Teresa's HomeWarming crafts. I don't know why I can't remember that, but I will. Teresa's HomeWarming crafts. This is the least little thing you can do to decorate for each season. Makes people who walk into your house feel welcomed. It makes the people who live in your house feel better, and that you're celebrating the seasons. My tailor just told me the other day that I had way too many dishcloths, because I have one for every season and I give them to my kids. So they'll have just if they don't decorate, at least they've got a towel for that season. Oh, I thank you all so much. I enjoy talking to you. Thank you for letting me run my mouth and show you what we've put up for decorations. And just again showing you that we can live intentional and we can live with a lot less. Thank you so much. We'll be talking to you soon. God bless.